The baggy white tee, the holy grail of streetwear. This is the type of tee that gives off that clean, nonchalant vibe with comfortability, but still maintains that sense of effortless fashionability. There's just something about that loose, casual nature of the clothing.
But when does this game get fucking good?
It's crazy to see the wave we've been riding with baggy clothes taking over our styling language and fashion runways with designers. They're opting for looser and looser and looser designs, as we can see. Now, baggy clothes have been a staple in streetwear and fashion for a minute, right? Mostly being connected to hip hop, but it's obvious to see baggy clothing has definitely been seeing much more growth and acceptance in the past few years. It's kind of the point where shopping in the big people's store, fatties, okay, is for all sizes now. Now, I think I can speak here as a former avid lover of my tighter, fitted clothing, right? I used to love these shits. I can tell you guys exactly why we're seeing this shift in the culture. The comfort factor of looser, baggier clothes cannot be understated when it comes to day-to-day wear and practicality. I don't even like wearing tight clothes to the gym anymore. Catch me either completely shirtless in that bitch or with a pump cover. There's no in between. I think the entire pandemic really helped fuel and push this sort of culture with the whole working from home mandates and just general house body activities, right? We were not getting out of our homes back then. Now, outside of that, the next thing I need to address is the fact that the proportions, the visual effect baggy clothes have on your general silhouette is just so much more interesting to the eye. The flow and nature of baggy or oversized clothing allows designers to really stretch their creativity further and dabble with different cuts, materials, and sort of create their own imagined silhouette rather than being constrained to the proportions present on the human body. Now, between these two looks here, give me an honest opinion, right? Which one is more pleasing to the eye? This is an easy one, obvious one. Which one is more pleasing to the eye? It's like one screams, I fuck, and the other screams, I wanna fuck. The effortlessness of baggy clothes. I'm fanboying this hard, but I feel like this is just something that will always be in style. Oversized clothing, looser fit clothing is just always gonna be in style. Maybe it might come in waves, it might be a little more trendy now, less trendy then, but it's always gonna be something that's fashionable. Now, outside of all these positives, right, let's try to be a little objective here, right? Let's talk about some of the downsides of these oversized clothes. And you know, the only fault I could really think about, like I sat here and really thought about this for a minute, the only thing I could think about is for my gym boys out here. As you guys would know, baggier and much more oversized clothing can kind of cover up the gains and hide your true power level. But you know, pro tip, the longer you stay in the gym, I really feel like the gains isn't something you really care that much to flaunt about all the time. Like if you've got appreciable muscle mass, like trust me, niggas can tell. And if they can't tell, imagine their faces when your sleepy build just mugs them after you flex on them taking off your Prada button-up shirt. It's like two birds with one stone. Now, as I say this about the trend of baggy clothes, I do know some of the shit we've been seeing in the baggy department has been a little crazy, and I can vouch that some designers are really pushing this shit to the limit. But you guys gotta realize there is a line between tasteful oversized clothing and straight up just drowning in your clothes. If anything, these sort of crazy, really loose baggy designs really just bring attention to the average fashion enthusiast, the importance of proportion and cohesion in outfits. Like dudes now are actually gonna start considering the contrast between pieces in their clothing, and they're trying to understand things like the rule of thirds in their outfits. Like, wow, that's just another point right there. Baggy clothes help people up their fashion and makes you a better fashion head. Like, come on. People might think this shit is easy, right? But come on, the real ones understand that it's not just as simple as throwing on like a XXL tee and some straight leg jeans and some accessories. Oh wait, it actually is that easy.